Batman, motherfuckers.
Yes, the Batman trailer just came out.
That's what day it is. It's
Yes.
Batman Day in the world we're living in.
Yes.
By the time you guys see this, the movie will come out already. I don't know how far ahead we are.
I don't think this is gonna come out October 2021. I think we're fine.
Are we sure?
Yeah, we're sure.
Okay.
Unless things go horribly wrong. So I'm not 100% sure.
I like how you were like, you know what? On that one, this episode might happen to come out.
Nothing is certain in this world.
Nothing's certain anymore, dog. You guys all know what's going down.
Yep.
But Batman, I'll say this, Hassan, before we talk about this trailer.
Yeah.
Because I have a million things to say.
Yes.
I didn't think we'd get it. Because of Corona.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't even think we'd get it. No, I mean the trailer.
The trailer.
I didn't even think I didn't think they were done, is what I'm saying.
Well, they're not done filming at all, right? Apparently, they've only filmed like 25% of the thing. They're still filming.
Oh, so that's the movie. What they filmed is what we saw in the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Well, hey, you're doing a great job, guys.
How do you feel? But what are your initial feelings going into
Wait,
this?
but hold on. I want to tell you, but now is that real information that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me re-Google it.
Because that changes my opinion then.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the new
Well, I don't want to. That's why I was like, I didn't know that. If that's the, I thought they were
movies
done, and that's why this
start
trailer was out. Is because they're done with the movie. That's what makes sense in my head.
Yeah, production is expected to resume in early September. So they're still shooting it.
There's no way they're only 25% done.
I read 25% on whatever news site. It was just some random link off the, so I don't know.
Yeah. I
couldn't find it again. How much have they filmed of
The Batman.
The Batman? All right. How much?
I wonder if I was the director, if I'd even
Yeah.
let that information out.
Filmmaker Matt Reeves said the Batman was about 25% of the way through its planned production schedule when it shut down due to the coronavirus.
Wow, planned complete production, not even like post-production.
Mm-hmm.
Like not 25% of
Mm-hmm.
post-production.
Right.
Well, I'll say this. If that movie is only 25% done, and that's the trailer, that's the best trailer of all time for a 25% done movie.
Yeah, probably.
Ever.
Probably. Yeah.
Like not even, it's like, whoa, you literally pieced together everything that you actually had filmed.
Right. Right.
And made it a little mini movie.
Right. The scene where he kicks that dude's ass is incredible.
That was meant to be in the theaters, man.
That's incredible. Yeah, I mean, hopefully by then we'll see it in theaters.
The moment in
the moment in the trailer. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a moment in the theaters. That was supposed to be a moment in the theaters, man. That was supposed to be when he kicks that guy's ass.
Mm-hmm.
That was the moment in the theater everybody would have went, "Oh!" You don't think?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay,
That's why I'm
so
smiling and nodding.
I'm like,
yeah.
you didn't say. That's what I was like, nigga. There's people listening. But that's what I'm saying. That's crazy, fool.
Right. Right. It also catches you off guard. It's like, oh wow, he really kicked the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, it's like fucking like it looks like
it looks very violent. It's
like
very
Batman.
violent. Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like Batman. Also, it looks like detective-y.
Yes. Yes.
It looks way less violent. I thought it looked
seems
way
like
more
there's-
detective-y than violent.
It seems like there's clues involved. And he has to figure stuff out.
Seems like it's like extreme detectiveness.
I will say this though, and this is the problem.
I had a problem.
with
Had a
it.
problem. What's
I had
the
a
Hassan's
problem.
problem?
This seems like classic DC way too much in one movie.
Whoa, that's where I disagree completely.
That's
wow. Me and Dustin Nickerson completely disagree.
Yeah,
there. We talked about it last night.
I see, because look, you're 25% done. We already see the Penguin's involved, the Catwoman's involved, the Riddler's involved, and it's a new Batman. That's a lot of things going on in one movie, and that DC does this time and time again. Especially with that, with their last Batman movie, Batman vs Superman. I remember how hyped I was for the trailer on that, and you got to the movie, and you're like, "This is what is happening."
Yeah,
there's so much going on in one movie,
and
that's what this feels like. Especially now, knowing that's only 25% done, and they already have all these different themes set up. It's like this is a lot.
So you don't trust it at all?
I am reserving judgment. I feel like
I like how you said you just shit on it completely.
Okay, I'm not reserving
You're not
judgment.
reserving judgment.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Give your judgment,
I'm not. I don't trust.
Be upset.
I don't trust
Tell
it.
your shit.
I don't trust it at all.
Talk your shit.
I don't trust it at all. I don't trust
trust
it.
it.
I don't trust it. No.
Son thinks the new Batman is trash.
I mean, I don't know.
The trailer.
The trailer is
saying
hype.
this movie has this movie's gonna be trash. That's
Yeah,
what you're
there is a path.
No, you say it. Say it.
There's definitely a pathway for this movie to be trash.
Does this movie have any chance to be good?
Oof, I say it's low.
So 0. This movie's trash.
Probably.
Trash or pass, baby. Trash.
I would say my take from what I saw and what I know about DC, this movie's gonna be trash.
Woo! There we go. I had to get it out of you, man. Let me hear that statement.
Yeah, this movie's not gonna be good.
Wow.
It's gonna be too much going on. It's gonna be too much going on.
Wow.
Plus, mix in with the fact that
will it ever come out?
Well, that's a whole different. That's a whole. I'm basing this off of if it comes out.
Will it come out?
Will it
now
come
I'm
out?
asking the second question.
I hope it comes out.
No,
Even
I'm
if
asking you. Will it come out?
Dude, I think so.
You think it will?
Yeah, I think if they're gonna power through the MLB season, if they're gonna power through the NFL season, which it looks like they're gonna do, they're gonna power through movie productions. Hopefully, at the very least, they create a bubble for themselves.
Yeah,
like the
I don't
NBA.
know how they're powering through the MLB season because teams can't play.
They're doing it.
I know that's why it's funny because like literally day to day, games can't happen.
Right.
And that's crazy.
Right.
Like what game I saw the other day? It was like yesterday. Somebody's run of games. They couldn't play each other.
Oh yeah, a bunch of teams have to play like two double headers back to back to back to back.
But
no
one of those got canceled. I don't know what thing. I want to say it was the Mets and somebody because somebody like 4 or 5 people had coronavirus, so they had to shut it all down.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there goes those 8 games. So what do you do now?
And then you just go by winning percentage. They're gonna power through. MLB has shown they don't give a fuck. They're gonna power through. They're gonna power through, and whatever teams are gonna limp into the playoffs, they're gonna fucking do it.
They let fucking fans into the stands at Kansas City Chiefs football practice.
They did?
Yeah.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Ugh. At the practice? My
They're letting
God.
fans in for the games.
I know the games. I guess
It's like practice for that, I think.
Yeah, the games. While being a terrible idea, I get, because you're trying to make money. The practice, I guess you're trying to make money, but come on, man. Come on. At least pretend to try.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Did you see like a bunch of teams shut down practices today because there's an issue with the coronavirus testing and like a bunch of false positives came out, and so they had to shut down like 3 teams' practices just in case. I know the Giants were one of them, and then it's all their other teams. That's what I read in the report. Other teams shut down their practices as well. So I don't know what's going on there. If it is false positives or it's something or that there's a mass outbreak that they're trying to cover up, I don't know what the fuck is happening. But I know teams are shutting down practices right now. A few of them.
They have this season. Their season starts in like what, 2 weeks, or some shit, like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yep.
The season too, right?
The season. The straight up NFL season.
Yeah,
starts
like
in
no
3 weeks.
scrimmages, no nothing, no nothing. We're not gonna.
There's no preseason. Nothing.
We know if you're a football person, you know that they usually scrimmage each other even before preseason.
Yeah.
So they can get a feel going.
No, those first games are gonna be awkward.
And people are gonna get hurt. That's
Yeah.
what I'm more nervous about.
Yeah. They canceled the preseason because players didn't want to get hurt, and it was like they were like,
Yeah.
COVID. We don't want to deal with COVID, but it's like
No, but if you
play
don't
each
play,
other.
yeah, if you
you're
don't
playing each other regardless.
Yeah, but also if you don't like play each other at that, like what the NBA has to do, it's like, yo, you have to play each other at that full speed. You have to. There's no other way. It's sports. You have to play each other at that full speed to get that feeling going. So to just make them do it is pretty insane.
Yeah, the first
when they don't usually because they scrimmage each other. Like look at the NBA when they started it. They didn't just start with the games.
Yeah, they had a preseason.
They scrimmaged each other because they knew, we got to get them going full speed again.
Right.
Before we fuck around and have LeBron pull a hamstring. Before you fuck around and have Patrick Mahomes throw his like arm, like something, just something come where you're like, oh fuck.
Right. This is the first week, especially. First couple weeks are gonna be interesting.
Because if you lose,
it's gonna be mayhem.
What if you lose? What if you lose a Russell Wilson, like a marquee NFL, like, hey, this is what draws eyes.
Right.
Kind of player.
Right. They let fans into their practice. My God. Ugh. Chiefs. Just asking for something bad to happen.
I don't know. I guess you got to keep living. What are they supposed to do? I don't know what they're supposed to do.
No fans. Just do it the MLB style. No fans. Pretend to care. And also,
but I'm saying, like, if you already are saying we're going to let fans in the stadium, I guess we got to let them in the practice. In my head, because I'm like, what do we do? Well, we letting them in. We letting them in 3 weeks. We got to let them in. We got to get them in here. We got to see what it's going to look like.
Yeah, no, I would definitely keep them away from. Are the practices in Arrowhead, or are they at the team facilities?
Outside.
No. But like, are they at the team's like practice field, or are they at the
It looked like
actual
Arrowhead.
stadium?
I got to rewatch the video, but it looked like Arrowhead.
If they're at the actual
But I wasn't
stadium, it
paying
makes more
attention to
sense.
that. I wasn't paying all the way to that extreme attention. I will say that.
Yeah.
So it could have been at the practice field, and I was bullshitting.
'Cause then you're having-
But I
then-
thought it could have been Arrowhead. I was
Yeah.
not paying attention to that level.
Because then you're inviting just a bunch of people to your facilities, and that's a whole separate thing. That's a whole.
So I'm assuming
separate
it's
thing.
Arrowhead because why wouldn't it be at the place where you're about to have people in 3 weeks?
Because people are stupid.
No. Oh, you're saying why they would have had it at the practice.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Hey, no, I don't think. I think it was Arrowhead. I think it was because now I'm looking at the practice. Like, but I feel you. It would be really funny.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think they're just gonna be regular dumb, not all the way dumb.
I don't know. I don't trust them to be just regular dumb. I don't trust. If they're letting 16,000 fans, I mean, there's no way. I mean, the reality is there's no way there isn't gonna be some sort of spreading there, especially just all the places you congregate in a state, like the bathrooms, the fucking concessions. There's no way there's not gonna be some kind of outbreak within the fans or the people. Well, it might be small, it might be a couple people, but there's no way there's not gonna be some sort of spread.
All right,
There's
and
no
then
way.
what? What happens when that happens? You shut it down?
No, you just stop fans from coming into the stadium. Because that's what you don't. The problem with having fans is it just because you don't want the players to get it, because the players aren't going to be allowed to play with it.
But they still get paid.
Yes, but they're not going to be allowed to play with it. So you add fans, you add fans to that situation. It just
No,
fucking.
I meant it should be like, oh wow, like if a fan gets it, it's not like he's getting paid to be at that game. And
Right,
he got it.
Right, that's his choice. That's America.
That's
That's
like,
the
oh,
choice.
that fan is like, damn, that's a choice, bro.
That's the choice
you
you
made. That choice.
That's the choice you made. But I'm saying it just introduces more variables for the players to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It adds more, right? And then now the NFL is in deep trouble if, let's say, we get lucky, but all of a sudden, week 16, Patrick Mahomes tests positive for COVID, and then he can't play in the first playoff game.
And it's like him and his like whole offensive line.
Right.
Like one of those where you're like, oh, what? This is just. And now the game feels like bullshit.
Right, which is a possibility regardless.
That's a possibility in the bubble right now.
Yeah, that's a possibility regardless. It
I
is.
thought about that. That's a possibility in the NBA bubble.
That's a possibility.
The Lakers could just get wiped out by the disease, and
Yeah.
then we lose. Then it's like, oh, what is this playoffs?
Yeah. Well,
I
not
just
wiped
thought
out.
about
That's a little much. But even if they get it, that's pretty
No,
much wiped out.
no.
Yeah.
I meant like, let's say for some reason one of their players goes out, the practice something comes, their coaches, their play, like literally the whole Lakers team and like everyone in their facilities gets it, and now they're just kind of out of the first round of the playoffs because for the NBA they're like, well, we have to keep going. We can't stop now.
Right.
They just have to forfeit those games.
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? And now but it's crazy. They're like, oh, it's a possibility.
That's a possibility. And what I'm saying is adding fans to already an unbubbled sporting event is just going to expand those possibilities more.
Well, you got a little nervous when they added families to the bubble. The NBA, you got a little nervous.
Yeah. I was like, are they going to make them quarantine for 2 weeks? Because they should.
What's nice about that is it's family members, and it wasn't like, it's like, I don't know. It's nice that it's like kids and stuff, and like wives and things.
Yeah, that's true. You would assume.
It's not like you're inviting people in to have a party. It's kind of like,
right.
At least these are people that are a little more contained than normal.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you're just adding all these factors to make it not work.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like, because like
They're working.
Right now, because I'm saying they're adding, but they're adding, like, even in the NBA bubble, you adding outside factors that'll make it that threaten the stability of the work.
Yeah.
And that's what fans will do, because it's like, if you don't think these players are gonna go over and sign some shit, they're probably gonna do that. They're probably gonna high fives and all that sort of shit. They're probably gonna do all that with the fans in the stadium. Most likely, if they're allowing fans into practice, possibly at their practice field, they're probably gonna let them do that sort of shit as well. Absolutely. And it's just a bad, like, even if it's not in the end of the season, the NFL losing Patrick Mahomes for 2 weeks or maybe even longer for this would suck. It would fuck with the standings of the AFC, and it would just make the product worse. It'd be bad for the NFL because the product is worse. And then, like I said, you don't know who it spreads to. Like, if one person on the team has it, there's no way other people aren't going to get it, especially if they're contagious during a game. Right? And I don't know, you're just adding all these factors that just, I want the sport to finish. And you're just making me nervous that it's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm nervous about.
Mm.
And letting fans come into practice is fucking insane.
Y'all hear him yet? Y'all
It's
hear him?
insane.
Beaners. Kansas City Beaners especially.
Yeah, it's insane.
Cut to like I'm sure some of our Beaners probably went to that practice.
Right. And I hope you didn't touch anything that the players could touch.
No, they wouldn't let them that close.
No, they wouldn't let them that close now.
It's $1 million merchandise on the field.
Right.
$500 million one particular piece of merchandise.
Oh yeah, one guy, $500 million.
That's a merchandise.
Yeah.
$500 million piece of merchandise. That's how the owner's looking at it. It's a very expensive piece of jewelry.
Oof. Yep. Yep. But yeah, well, hopefully it wasn't at your facility. That's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully it was at Arrowhead.
It was.
You say that because you want it to be. You don't know.
I told you
literally
it
said you don't
was.
know.
It was pretty. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. I just wasn't paying attention enough to be like, oh, it was.
Okay.
Like 100%. But I'm like, yeah, it felt like it looked like Arrowhead. It felt like Arrowhead. Unless they have a really big practice facility.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I've been to a practice scrimmage game. It's not a big facility.
No, exactly. It's not like Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Arrowhead's pretty famous. But that's why I was like, but they wasn't showing it. They were just showing Mahomes throw perfect balls. And you're just like, God, this guy's good.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't really looking at everything else. That man's just really good at football. So my point is what?
Speaking of arrowheads.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you got to make a point. Yeah.
I didn't get to talk about it. My point is, the Batman suit was amazing. I never talked about it.
That's fair. That is true. That is a good point.
The Batman suit is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the shot of the boots. I thought that was interesting. It was like not normal. It was like rock star kind of boots. Like, what is this?
Right. It's
Like these goth almost kind of boots.
Well, he has a goth sort of vibe to him. You saw it.
Oh,
Bruce
the
Wayne.
eye
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, what's going on
He
here?
looked like the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
He did, bro.
Yeah.
He did. He looked like the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, bro. That's exactly what that nigga looked like. He, I liked the shot where he is a regular Bruce Wayne in the suit, and he like saved somebody from getting hit by a car.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shot because he looks like in the moment, I was like, oh, he looks like a good Bruce Wayne. He looks good, looks good in the suit. Reminded me of a Christian Bale kind of vibe of his Bruce Wayne. So I was like, okay, I like that. I liked the, what me and my homie Dustin, shout out to Dustin Nickerson, one of our good friends, a hilarious comedian. Me and him talked about it last night. The best thing about the trailer, this is the best thing that I know because you were like, oh, they gave away all these things. And this is where I'm like, oh, I 100% disagree.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer gave away nothing. And that's my favorite part of the trailer. And that's what we both agree. Like, oh my God, it gave away nothing. It was just a bunch of kind of snapshots, which is what you want. That's what, if you go watch the Dark Knight trailer, it's just a bunch of like, it's the same thing. I like that.
Right.
That it's just a bunch of snapshots. I don't really know anything.
Right. I mean,
You know what I mean?
you know the villains.
Yeah.
It gives you pretty much all three of them.
Yeah. Well, not really. See, I didn't know that, like, you noticed the Penguin. I just thought I saw the Riddler.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed because
Then I don't know if Catwoman's a villain or not.
I mean, Catwoman. Her whole thing is that she's not a villain, but they don't know that they're on the same side at first.
Sometimes I don't know, but I don't know what this Catwoman is. We don't know. That's the fun.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, from the trailer, I got that because they're fighting, so I got that they're going for the same thing at first, and then they realize that they're friends.
Or they don't. Or like who knows? I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah. That's very optimistic. I trust DC zero.
They did it great with Dark Knight. The Dark Knight trailer is not like this great thing.
Yeah.
You go rewatch it.
Yeah, but it's like the Dark Knight is a whole different thing. That's a whole Nolan. Like that Batman I don't consider part of this DC world.
I'm not considering I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about a trailer. I'm not talking
Okay.
about the movies. I'm literally just talking about the trailer.
Okay.
The trailer is just a bunch of snap, and then it ends up being the Dark Knight. You wouldn't get that from the trailer.
Right.
That's my point.
Right.
Is that I don't think this movie is. It didn't give us anything. It didn't give us anything.
You think it gave you nothing?
It didn't give me anything. Because other than the villains, tell me what happens. What did it give you?
That's fair.
If you
Yeah.
can't tell me what happens, and I'm like, what did it give you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. It doesn't give you like, oh, it's not one of those trailers that give you the plot of the movie.
No, that's why I was like, I mean, when I don't know what's going on when he's kicking the one guy's ass, other than he kicks his ass. When he's saving the guy as Bruce Wayne, what's going on? What's going on with Gordon? What's going on with the murders?
We have a Black Gordon.
We have a black. Oh, we didn't even talk about how
We have a
awesome Black Gordon looked.
We have Black Gordon.
I thought, and then also I love that actor. He's fucking.
Yeah,
amazing.
He kills it.
Like, what's his
Jeffrey
name?
Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. He's fucking amazing. Petite, Hunger Games.
And the first season of Westworld.
First season of Westworld. God, everything else in Westworld. He's also in the rest. It's not like he's also in the rest of Westworld, but we know who watched it.
Yeah. If anyone could tell us what the fuck happened in season 2, we would appreciate it.
We watched it. Season 3, I try. Hey, I'll say this about Westworld. Season 1, one of the best. I mean, that's one of the best seasons of television. That's one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. Season 2, watched the whole thing. What the fuck happened? Season 3, I tried my best. Made it through like 2 to 3 episodes.
No, we only watched the one together. Did you watch 2 by yourself?
We watched like 1 or 2 after you.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, we tried.
I only watched the first episode.
It was
and
pretty
I was like,
insane.
I'm good on this.
And are they on another season now?
No, they just would have finished season 3.
Okay.
That was at the start of quarantine. That wasn't that long ago.
Oh, that's right, because we were making fun of how the fuck do you miss that?
Yeah, they missed hard.
You missed so hard. It's quarantine and nobody watched your show.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No one's talking about it. And it was the biggest show on TV. It was one of the biggest shows on TV at one time.
It was undeniable,
Mm-hmm.
undeniable. One of the biggest and one of the best. And it looked like it was going to replace Game of Thrones, like perfectly.
I mean, it had so much potential, and they just lost their minds after the first season.
They did. And now I'm all about Barry and Righteous Gemstones.
Right.
That's why HBO. They're still doing fine.
This is what I don't get about Westworld. You have like 6 different parks. There's like 8 different parks, and then now by season 3, you're just completely in the real world. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
There was so much to go on there.
that's true. Golly, man, Westworld, fucking all the different parts. They had the main characters were great. They had it, man.
They
had it. They
They
just
had
like
it.
wow. Talk about like you guys Game of Thrones last season did the second season.
They were feeling themselves. I feel like their heads were up their own ass, and how deep and confusing it was, and they just made it so confusing that I was like, it doesn't make any sense.
That's so stupid to be like up your own ass about how confusing you can get.
Yeah.
It's like no, but what was great about the first season is you guys like answered it.
Yeah.
That's what's great is that I figured out like oh the young guy is the guy in the black hat. He's just younger now. Like
Yeah.
like okay cool.
Oh, that voice is her voice.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant reveal.
Yeah, I don't need to know like is it a human? Is it not a human? Is it a human? Is it not a human? Like to the 30th power.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like just fucking.
Or have a completely interesting samurai world and not use it at all.
And then or you're just like yeah what or like and then you say that these other worlds and then like it just kind of lost its point of just
Yeah.
like wait what is this? I thought this was about this world.
Yeah.
Focus. Like focus on it. If you're gonna get into the other world, then you gotta focus on that world.
Yeah.
Can't just like there's a samurai world. Like well what happens there?
Yeah.
Like you know I don't mind a Rick and Morty because it's a comedy. I don't need them to stay in the world and like live in it.
Right.
You know.
Well, then the whole point of Rick and Morty is there's no rules to that world.
Yeah. Whereas this one, it's like give me some rules, Westworld.
Yeah.
It's Westworld.
That's what. Yeah. Oh man.
But speaking of
They would
crazy
be-
civilization.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say there should be an apocalypto version of a Westworld. Like, you know what I mean? If I was the Devos people, I'd be like, let's do an apocalypto type thing.
Oh my God! So you have a samurai one,
Mm-hmm.
cowboy one,
Mhm.
and a Mayan apocalyptic one.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
fun for the whole family.
Right.
Holy fun for the whole family is what I like to call that.
That's the super adult one. That's the one where for only the hardcore players can do the apocalypto.
No,
one.
but that's what the people really want. It's like you
Right.
really just want to cut off heads and roll them down steps
yeah. Oh my god.
all day
Yeah.
and feel like a god.
Oh man, what that king and queen must have felt watching those heads. They were bored by it. They're like, ugh.
Oh my God, they were sick of. I mean, like
Yeah.
the PTSD.
Yeah. To me, it looks like just someone who's like, ugh, I've done this too many times. This is
And
too
I'm
much."
and I'm like I'm just over it, and I'm also thinking about like this bitch of a wife and this like you're thinking about like other shit and like
Right.
how this fucking other country owes you all this money, and they're just fucking sacrificing people, and you're just like, oh. You're also the last thing people see before they die.
Yeah.
Every day, all day.
Yeah.
Pretty intense. That's pretty heavy, dog. That's pretty heavy.
You probably become super numb to it.
Yeah, because you do it every
Yeah,
day.
you do it every day. You don't. That's what I said. They don't care. They're like, oh, whatever. To them, that's like brushing their teeth.
It is like brushing their teeth.
Yeah, that's the whole vibe that they had. Whoever played the king and queen for that one scene did a good job.
And that fat little kid.
And the fat little kid. The fat little kid was still into it though, because it's new for him.
Yeah, he was loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was told he's supposed to love it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that movie's fucked.
That movie's crazy. It's so gory. My God.
Mel went there, didn't he?
A couple of times I was like, ugh.
Oh, look at you,
this
Sam.
Like this stuff. I can't. You know I don't like gory stuff.
Yeah. You handled Passion of the Christ well. You had a huge boner during that.
Well, you know, I I like it when the bad guys lose.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You were cheering for the Jews that whole movie?
I'm always cheering for the Jews.
They were like this. Yo, why were the Jews like, what Jews have you ever met who
Right.
talk like snakes?
Right.
Mel, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I was gonna say because I googled a lot about this movie after Apocalypse after I watched because
Yeah.
I was just curious because it has a lot to do with like Mel and stuff, and I came across something that it made me think on how I watch movies, right? Because I was watching it like, damn, ancient Mayan times were crazy, right? And I read about the movie and you find out, oh, okay, Mel was like, this is not meant to be taken historically. And then I read about the Mayans, like, okay, they were nothing like that. They were nothing like that. But like as a moviegoer, it's like I forget that like, oh, these movies are fake sometimes.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun now, and like he definitely what Bill and Ted did to Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
He did to the real Mayans in this movie. A little like ooga booga'd them up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very ooga booga'd them up.
Oh, yeah.
Ooga to the booga'd, you know? Which,
Oh, yeah. Some of them look like that, but not all.
yeah, and they definitely didn't act like that. Not really. And they were, you know, they did some human sacrificing, but they were way more civilized than what they were showing. Now, that doesn't matter.
No, they were human sacrificing.
Yeah.
That part, they were doing.
But like not like to the extent that they were doing in the
No,
movie.
they were just turned up about it, and they were definitely doing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but not to like prisoners. Well, like I really read about it. They were like, yeah.
No, they were rolling people's heads down the steps. That did that. I don't know why you don't think that happened.
Yeah. But
That
like,
I'm not saying it happened to that extreme. I'm saying, oh, dude.
Yeah, they did.
rolled human beings' heads down the steps.
they did do stuff.
They
like that.
did do that. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
But yeah, they didn't all like look like that. Well, regardless,
Yeah.
that's not the point. The point is whatever. It's a movie and it's fine. It is just there's that added layer of like, damn, Mel Gibson. You know what I mean? There's just that layer of fucking. Like any other director, I'm like, oh, they took, you know, directive license and they wanted to make a movie and like but with Mel Gibson, it's like, how much of this was intentional?
All of it.
Yeah, how much of this was like came from a place of meanness?
All of it. You watched Passion of the Christ, didn't you?
Yeah, and what he did to the Jews there.
It's a brutal. And then I told you, bro, I got lost. You got lost in that. I mean, I looked up all that stuff too when it was fun, but I got way more lost in the phone calls.
Oh, I fell asleep before I got to main game. That was late, so I was like, oh, I can't even do this right now. I'll stay up for
because
an hour and a half.
there's a whole other wormhole of his career.
Yeah, where it's fine. That's like I'll trust Derek to handle that.
Oh, I did it. I told you, man. That's how you know. Yeah, it came from a bad place, bro.
Yeah.
Listen to that nigga curse out his fucking ex-wife. And I know that's none of my business, but it's on the internet, man. I'm sorry. I didn't want to listen to it. It just came up, and I was like, man, because I was looking up all this Mel Gibson shit. And it was like, well, what did he say? Because let me hear him say it. And then when I heard him say it, I was like, well, I have to listen to all this.
Okay.
When I heard him say packing niggers, well, now I'm like, well,
let's open this door.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear the guy who wrote the they can never take our freedom line say some fucked up shit.
But the movie was phenomenal.
Oh man, the fucking dude who played Jaguar Paw is amazing.
Yeah. It's something Youngblood.
Rudy Youngblood.
Rudy Youngblood. Yeah. He was great. Really, really Rambo-y. He was very Rambo.
He was Rambo.
He was Rambo mixed in with. There's another part. There's another. Fuck. I should have wrote it down.
Fast.
Yeah. There's another movie too that it kind of reminded me of, but I forgot now. But he was. I mean, you're rooting for him. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. The reason why the general lost in the cosmic universe reason why the general lost, bro. The rules of the game are. If you go to the forest, you're free.
Yep. Preach.
Those are the rules of the game. Those are the rules you lay down.
The cosmic rules of the game.
It's your fault that you put your son out there. That's your fault.
But you said all they got to do is get to the corn.
And they're free.
Now, I'm sorry nobody's ever done it, and that's what's fun to you guys is to say that.
Right.
But that's not. The rules are, like you said.
Those are the rules of the game, and you laid them out, and when you broke them, you sealed your own fate.
Wow, I never looked at that. That's a different way. It's like a whole other cosmic thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. I never even looked at it. That's really fucking dope. Damn,
bro. That's how I saw it.
Because he took it personal because it was his son. So
yeah.
It's like,
But you put your son out there in a dangerous spot.
Okay, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
It wasn't his son. Let's say you put the number 2 guy out there, and that would have happened to the number 2 guy. does he go after him?
I think he goes. I think he chases him a little bit because it's a general. It's an ego thing. And
at what point did he stop it if it had just been his number 2?
When the jaguar ate the dude's face.
Because that might have been his son.
Yeah.
Or maybe when the dude got at any point when it was like, oh, this might be my son dying.
Yeah.
When they were getting picked off.
Yeah. That's when. Yeah. Absolutely. I think the jaguar. As soon as the jaguar happens, they're like, he got away. But yeah, there's no. That's why you lost. That's why you lost.
That's fucking real, dog.
That's why you lost.
That niggas fucking broke the cosmic rules of the game.
It's rules that you put in place. That's what makes it extra. Like, oh, you're gonna lose.
Damn,
you made the rules.
That's hard.
It's
nigga.
not like it was
hard.
some ancient civilization. You were already. It's like a steadfast rule, and you were already rebelling against the rules. Because then you could break it. Then you could win. If your whole thing is I rebel against the rules, and this is the rules.
No.
This
is just you can say y'all were having fun,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody ever wins, and y'all like to just do this to people to fuck with them, and it's fun for y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all lost.
Y'all were Leon Lett.
Who's Leon Lett?
You know where he's showboating, and then in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys guy, and then the Bills guy comes and hits the ball.
Oh, when they're getting their ass beat.
Yeah. You're showboating because you're beating. You won. They won.
Yeah.
You're beating their ass, and you're showboating, and some guy one guy hit the ball out, and you're like, you're mad about it. It's like, fucking finish the play. You know what I mean? You said this is your fault. Everything that happened is your fault. Post, your son dying. Post your son dying, everything that happened is kind of your fault, and your son dying is kind of your fault as well.
No, because they play the game.
They play yeah.
No, your son not dying. No, your son met Jaguar Paul.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not that's not because you put your son out. It's not like like you do. This is the also he has to go learn how to do this.
You're right. He has to learn how to just kill.
But you're also thinking there's no fucking way one of these guys is gonna kill. How? We never lose. Yeah. That's the whole point. Is that there's a million arrows and rocks flying at these niggas.
That's true. That is true. And yeah, so everything post your son dying is your fault.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And it is exactly Rambo. From that moment on, it's exactly Rambo.
Oh, from that moment on, nigga.
It's exactly
It's Rambo and Predator.
Yeah. It's yes. It's Rambo. He's in the trees, and then they jump in the waterfall. Yeah.
Nigga, he jumps to a waterfall, nigga. That nigga goes through it. The tribe shit's the fucking fight scenes are awesome, too. It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's fucking crazy. Also, Mel Gibson's fucking crazy. He writes this shit. What's wrong with this nigga?
Yeah, and it's just this. It has the vision for this, Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot. They made the for the waterfall jump scene.
Yeah.
They made the guy jump off a building in Veracruz, Mexico, 15 times, and they superimposed it over the waterfall. But he had to jump off 15 times from a skyscraper or whatever. The
actor.
Yeah, the actor.
I hope you got paid, Rudy, man. I hope you got paid. And I hope you got I hope you didn't get fucked and you got a little bit of fucking equity. You know what I mean? A little bit of a little less. I hope you took less money and got a little back end. That's what I hope. I can only hope and pray.
Doubt that offer was even extended to him.
Well, this is the thing. I've seen some great, amazing stories. The kid who did the voice in the original Lion King. Kid who did the voice for Simba.
Okay.
Sang all the songs.
Right.
Just can't wait. It was a black kid, right?
No, I didn't know that.
It was a little black kid.
Mm.
Okay. And they offered him, I forget his name, but he's been if you saw his face, he's been in a bunch of stuff too.
Right.
Obviously from that. But they offered him $2 million flat out to be the voice we'll do. And $2 million to a middle class family. That's what he said in the interview. $2 million. We were like, oh my God, this is crazy. We do. He said, but my mom. He said, thank God. He said, his mom passed away. He said, thank God. One of the smartest women I know of all time. She said, well, let me sit here and think about it for a minute. And then she thought, and she went and looked up and seen how much money Aladdin made, seen how much money Beauty and the Beast made, seen how much his mom was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she said, how about this? We went and counter offered and was like, hey, give us some equity. So they brought him down to they got a good share of the song and a good share of a little back end of the movie, and they only got $100,000 to make the movie.
Okay.
But in his lifetime, he's made millions.
Yeah, especially with those songs, and then they use them on Broadway, and
they remade the Lion, and they made Lion King 2. He gets all that. It just keeps getting money.
Damn.
He said he thanks his mom every time that Lion King checks come. He just mama.
Damn.
So that's why it's I hope someone in his camp was like, hey, bro.
I hope.
That's why I'm like, because I mean that's one of those stories. You're like, damn, bro, Disney almost got them niggas.
Yeah.
Little $2 million check was nothing compared to what he made.
Yeah. And it's a sweet offer too. $2 million is a lot of fucking money.
I mean, and that's what Disney. And how fucked up are they that they're like, oh, I'll from $2 million because it sounds. How good does that sound?
Yeah, it does sound good, especially to a middle class family. My God.
But that's it though. That's it, son.
And now you just stacking checks. Crazy.
Your kids.
Yeah.
It's kids. He was like, man, he's like, for all I know, he's like, my mom was thinking like, man, you never know it, like, because he's like in the interview, he's like, man, in 2100, they might make another Lion King thing.
Right.
My kids, whoever, will still get a check. You see what I'm saying, bro? It's
That's
like,
smart.
ooh, his mama was smart, nigga.
Smart.
Super
That's
smart. Mom.
I don't know if like Disney came here, $2 million to be in this. I wouldn't even think of that.
Your mom might though.
My mom might, yeah.
I met your mom. Your mom might be like, wait, how much did they offer you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just go see how much money the other ones made, and your mom will be like, hey, these other ones made like $1 billion on their own individually.
Right.
So that $2 million is literally like
nothing.
Wiping their ass money.
Damn. Good for that dude's mom, and hopefully, Youngblood, you got the same deal.
Yeah, because you fucking jumped off a building, man.
Yeah, in the double digits.
Yeah.
At number 11, he must have been like, dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck, Mel?
Yeah.
The fuck, Mel? God, that dude can make a movie though. That's like that fucking racist motherfucker can make a movie.
Yeah.
God damn, he can.
Yep.
Because it's like, damn, this is just fucked up. If he made another movie, I'd go see it still.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Hacksaw Ridge, I'm still, his last one was still a W. I don't know what you want.
Right. Okay. No, I was gonna say, yeah.
What?
I was gonna say, if which one I'd be more convinced was a good movie, the new Mel Gibson movie, whatever it was, versus this coming Batman. I would say the Mel Gibson movie.
So you're saying if whatever Mel Gibson's making,
would probably be better than this new Batman.
I hope he's making a comedy.
And it would still probably be better than the new Batman.
Nah, it'll be like What Women Want.
He didn't make that. That was Nancy.
No, but don't
put that on him.
No, I bet that's what he thinks is funny.
Oh, yeah, probably where every woman loves him.
I think his sense of humor, bro, after listening to those tapes, is like, I don't know if this guy, that's his thing. Some people ain't funny, ain't they thing, fool.
That's a good point.
No,
how was he in the Daddy's Home?
The Daddy's Homes?
Yeah.
I never saw his Daddy's Home. He was in Daddy's Home 2.
Oh, he wasn't in the first one, huh?
He wasn't in the first one.
Okay, well, I guess we'll never know. There's no way for us to ever know.
Yo, there's no way for us to ever know about what happens in Daddy's Homes 2.
And that's just life, you know?
That's life.
We'll see.
We'll be right back.
Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation. All right, and we're back.
Bro, we always here.
All right, we're here.
We always here. We ain't got to come back when we always in this bitch. We in this bitch. Remember that fucking B.O.B. song?
No, I don't. I only remember Beautiful Girls, Airplanes.
We still in this bitch.
No.
I forgot how that song all the way, but that was the hook. We still in this.
Man.
We still in this bitch.
B.O.B., huh?
He had a time. He had a moment, man.
He did have a moment.
He had a moment in the sun.
At one point, Bruno Mars was featuring on his things, and that's how we knew him.
And that's how life goes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way life goes. Hey, son.
Yes.
You want to pay your telephone bills?
Yes.
Pay your automobiles?
Hey, Derek. Can you start it off while I quickly fix the shot?
Oh, I can't do that for you. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Now I'm about to pay my bills. I hope you like Instagram. Get on Instagram and hit that search bar. Type in Darren Bates.
DARENBATES.
you not know the song I'm doing?
No, I don't.
Okay, Bills by Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
that song.
I'm like, what is that you're doing?
I thought you were just singing, and I was like,
No,
I'll join
I'm
in with the
doing
gusto.
a literal song that by the greatest group of all time, Destiny's Child. So why don't you respect the name?
Debatable.
What?
The greatest group of all time, please.
Uh,
NSYNC doesn't exist.
Oh, first off,
Like NSYNC doesn't.
well, I didn't know we were bringing out the juggernaut.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were.
With the
I didn't know we were.
heavy
I didn't
hitters.
know you were gonna play that game.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna back down.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yep.
I see you raised, sir,
Yeah.
and I gladly fold.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Destiny's Child. If they had, like, you know, they have those versus battles.
Yeah.
Destiny's Child would fucking sync up. Not even close.
It would be. I think it would be closer than you think.
Not even close.
I think it would be closer than you think.
No, it wouldn't. Depending on the demographic. Because versus stuff is usually black people. So it's like,
Oh,
if
okay.
it's
Well,
black
if
people
it's
watching,
black people, then yes.
it's not even close.
Yes. If it's black
But on the
people, then
versus thing, that's who's watching. I guess it's like, all right, if it was everybody watching, yeah, Destiny's Child would still rule them because you have women and then you have black people. So just those two votes
yes. Right,
alone.
but in sync you have women and white people.
No, but like all those women who like NSYNC also like Destiny's Child. That's your
Right.
problem.
Right.
Not all the women, not like, so like white women, right?
Right.
Like Destiny's Child.
Right.
Black women might not like NSYNC. That's going to be your problem.
Fair. That's fair. I still think it would be. It's closer.
Whereas all the white men and other races of men maybe might choose NSYNC. All black men are going to choose Destiny's Child.
Yes.
But the women is where you get, the woman is where it'll be the problem.
Mm,
I mean, dude, they made the women anthem, man.
they did. They did make the woman anthem.
I'm a survivor. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they made some anthems. Well, actually, all their songs are women anthems. What am I talking? It's not like they made a man, like, and they have that one anthem. It's called "My Niggas Get the Pussy and I Get the Gun." It's like, well, that's a weird Destiny's Child song. Wait,
Anyway,
what are we talking about? We're paying the
follow
fucking bills.
Darren Bates on Instagram.
How do we get here?
DARENBATES. Darren Bates, Wesleyan_son, 56.
That was one ad.
He has a podcast called The Raw Room.
At Raw Room, at Raw__room
room.
on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow him. Fucking like, subscribe on YouTube, on Spotify, and just fucking tell him the bean sent you, man. Show our president some love, because our president just signed a motherfucking contract
With the Houston Texans.
What?
AFC
Houston, Texas.
South.
AFC motherfucking South. Go fuck yourselves. Everyone else in that division. Chiefs.
Not in that division.
Oh, they're
but
not? Oh, good. I thought they were.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, man, they're really good.
Yeah. It's Titans, Colts,
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars.
I saw our president posted a very nice thing to the Titans today because he's been there for 3 years. And I've been a Titans fan for 3 years as well. So it's hard for me to let go. And
But now you're a Texans fan.
Now I'm a Texan, baby.
What do you think of your coach letting go of DeAndre Hopkins? I was about to combine the two.
I know. I think that it was what it was, and I'm not going to comment on that because my coach made one of the best decisions of his life by hiring our president. So I have no bad things to say about our coach right
That's
now.
a good point. Good point. All right.
He hired the president to spoil the beans. How do you feel about Bill Bryan right now?
Not as bad of a GM as I thought.
Man has taste in podcast presidents. I'll say that.
Yeah.
As far as podcast presidents go, and and linebackers, I think that's why he hired him, really. But I think it's actually, you know what? He's podcast president. Is what he's looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a Texan. It's crazy to be a Texan, man. I never thought.
Never thought you'd be here.
I was a Ram,
Mm-hmm. And then a Raider.
then a Raider,
And then a Titan.
then a Titan,
Now a Texan.
and now a Texan.
Mm-hmm.
Going
Going through the R's and T's of the
through,
alphabet.
I'm going through the NFL,
Yeah.
and you
Really.
know, it's cool to see. I am glad because this is the first time, in my opinion. I don't know how other people feel about Derek Carr, but in my opinion, this is the first time Darren's been on a team with a really good quarterback. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he was on a team with a really good quarterback season. But now he's on like this guy's
I trust this guy.
This guy's a superstar.
I think Deshaun Watson's a superstar young
He's
quarterback.
a superstar, yeah, absolutely.
I think he's. And now, they did get rid of the best player on the team, but that's, you know what they added? The fucking best fucking person and president and player they could ask for, and Darren goddamn motherfucking Bates.
Hell yeah.
I'm really excited for you, brother. Congratulations, man. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
seriously, because he listens. Congrats.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if he didn't listen to these.
Yeah, this is the one he chooses not to.
Yeah, but congrats, bro. It's fucking inspiring as shit. You're still an NFL player. You're going into your motherfucking 9th season, dude.
Damn, that's so long.
That's
so long.
That's so fucking long,
That's so
man.
long.
People don't.
Go home. What are you doing now?
No, keep
good
playing,
job,
bro.
man. Good job.
That's
good
fucking.
job.
God damn, bro. That's inspiring as shit. I mean, you're living your dreams still. You still play football for a living. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Especially, two guys that are just trying to fucking do comedy. You know, it's pretty cool that you still, at the end of the day, you kind of like, you fuck around for a living. You play football. It's extremely intense and extremely serious.
Yeah.
And the stakes are way higher. But I like that it's not like
a job, like an office
nah,
job.
bro, you just inspire people, fool. They inspire people. That's all y'all do, fool. Y'all motherfucking go out there and play the best football you can play, and that shit like uplifts cities.
Yeah. It really brings people out of a hole.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
It's like, that shit's fucking dope that you're still a part of that shit, and that you're still playing the game that you love, bro. That's so cool, fool. So, congrats to you, brother. Our president, man. So all beaners, go show Darren some love, man. Well, I know even if you hate the Texans, bro, just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be rooting against you, but I'm glad you're. You know what I mean? Go show our president some love, man. It's not easy to play in the NFL at all, let alone 9 fucking seasons.
While also being the president of a podcast.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And doing your own podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and doing your own podcast.
And being a dad. That's probably out there hard too, but who cares?
Yeah.
Proud of you, brother. Fuck yeah, man. Hassan.
What?
I had something else I had to say to you. I forgot what it was now. I can't remember. God damn it. Darren. Blame you.
And your success.
And the in-sync argument you got us in.
I didn't mean for that to happen. It was meant to be more of a joke than
yeah, and then it got into a whole thing. And then I was like,
because then I was like, I actually believe in NSYNC more than I thought I did.
No, actually, because I had something I wanted to bring up, and then I thought, well, that's funny, and I forgot. And it's like, damn, I really had something to bring up. But hopefully it comes back.
Right.
Probably won't. I smoke too much weed. Don't make that face. Why are you making that face?
Well, I agree with you.
Don't
you smoke too much weed. I smoke too much weed.
Don't agree with me on that. Be like, Derek, you don't smoke too much weed.
No, you definitely smoke too much weed.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, if you came up to me and you were like, hey, honest, like really, truly honest in your heart, like, hey, Hassan, should I smoke more or less weed? I'd be like, oh, dude, definitely less. If you're concerned about it on this level, yeah, absolutely less. In no situation would I tell you to smoke more weed.
You're an asshole.
In no situation.
Because I don't smoke that much weed.
What?
Hassan?
Yes?
Because you're being a butt face.
I'm just being honest. You smoke too much weed, Batman's going to be trash. Two things.
Oh, you're a fucking fuck. Hassan Ahmad Jr.
Yes.
It's weird your dad named you that. Because
he's
named after your mother. Your mother's name's Hassan Ahmad Jr. Anyway, that's not what we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about something else, not your mom's weird name. Hassan?
Yep. Yep.
Junior of your mother?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you think happens in the film, the motion picture? A movie you've never seen, because that is what the podcast is. The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. Never heard of it. I assume it's about Asian people, though. If it's not about Asian people, bro, if this movie isn't about Asian people, I will be shocked.
Why you gotta be racist all the time?
Genuinely shocked. It's The Last Dragon.
So you're saying this couldn't be a movie about a healthy group of Irish people?
No, absolutely not.
Well, I hope it is.
Absolutely
Racist son of a bitch.
not.
Because everybody can be everything on this podcast.
Yeah, this sounds like one of those movies that the Wu-Tang goes on and on about. That's my take on it.
Yo, I can't even. Yo, the Wu-Tang definitely made an album about this. I can't even. Damn, I'll give you that. You're already like 10% right, probably. And I don't even know, but I'm gonna give you that for sure. Just because how goddamn accurate it sounded.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's my take on Wu-Tang. Shut up about that.
They watched this movie high and made an album about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's probably about some martial arts. It sounds like some martial arts movie where some guy whose sensei dies and he has to beat the levels of the guys to beat the guy who beat the sensei.
Do you like martial arts movies?
I don't seek him out, but I enjoy watching him.
Like you're like a good kung fu movie if you see it.
Yeah, if I watch it, like, oh, this is like I like Ip Man.
Oh, I love Ip Man.
Yeah, that was.
You seen
that
them
was
all?
dope. No, I've only seen the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like 20 now. It's
There's
like
4.
Land Before Time.
There's 4. Yeah, right. He's not wrong. It is like Land Before Time. Careful.
Yeah. So that's
Tell me what happens in your movie.
Yeah.
Sensei dies.
Sensei dies, and he goes,
Dude, come on.
I gotta kill the guy who killed my sensei. And then,
Could you not be
and
racist
then-
during the?
I'm not being racist. Oh, and then he has to, there's like a layer where all the bad guys are, and he has to go through one by one.
That's pretty cool. I like your moves.
And then
All punches, no kicks. Good for you.
well, but
Didn't
the
even have
kid,
to use your legs.
yeah, well, I'm skilled. And then
I thought you were he's a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man,
the dopest kung fu movie of all time.
I genuinely wish I was that creative enough for him to be in a wheelchair.
And it's the dopest kung fu movie
Yeah,
of
you know
all
what?
time.
He's in a wheelchair.
Fuck
We're gonna
yeah.
add it. I'm gonna take your input on this one. Usually
Thanks,
that never
buddy.
happens. But yeah, he's in a wheelchair, so he's like, roll.
Back up, dodge.
Yeah, beep. That's him backing up, of course. Beep.
I know we're reversed now.
Roll.
Oh,
and then
fuck yeah.
and then
And what?
pick himself up by his arms and then swing his body, and that acts like a kick. You know what I'm talking about? He just swings, and the force, even though he can't use his feet, the force of the swing is a kick. And that's my last dragon. That's why he's the
Whoa.
last one. He's paralyzed and can't make more.
That was awesome,
It
dude.
really was. It really, truly was. Thank you for adding the paralyzed dimension to it.
I mean, whoa. Well, Hassan, as always, and I mean, as always, you were 100% wrong.
There's no Asians in this?
You were wrong.
Damn.
You were wrong.
Damn.
You were wrong.
Damn.
I love you, though, buddy.
Damn, I thought there were for sure Asians in this.
I know, that's why it was funny, the Wu-Tang line.
Yeah.
And I gave it to you.
What is
But
this? Then?
no, they didn't write an album about this movie. Sorry. They maybe did, but I doubt it. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. For this one, nah.
Is it a martial arts movie?
You ready to hear it?
Yes.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
It's a cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
Big time cult classic. Came out in 1985.
Okay.
My dad had me and my brother watch this movie all the time as a kid.
Okay.
All right.
He had you watch it all the time. Why?
Because it's one of his favorites.
Okay.
Movie. What did it do in the box office? It did. Yeah. $10 million budget in 1985. Made over $30 million in the box office.
Okay. So it did well.
Yeah, and now it's just a cult classic. It was always on TV.
Okay.
And all that kind of shit.
Okay. I'm excited.
You ready to hear The Last Dragon?
I'm here ready to hear The Last Dragon.
We see our lead. A black kid.
Okay.
He bows. Credits rolling. Super duper 80s music. This movie came out in 1985.
Okay. I see it in my head.
All right. 80s music. You see kicks. You see punches. You see him doing all the shit. He's like badass attitude.
Right.
Right. Last Dragon.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's doing all this karate shit. White, like this super 80s song is playing, and we see him just fucking this bag up. He's fucking a bag up. He's in a bag.
Right.
His master takes out a bow and arrow. This like super old Asian guy.
Okay. There's an Asian guy. Thank God.
Takes out a bow and arrow. Shoots it at him. He fucking like blocks it.
Right.
While he's still doing all this shit.
Right. Okay.
All right. Keeps shooting bow and arrows at him. He keeps doing like at one point he fucking catches one and throws it down.
Damn.
Like he's a master.
Right.
All right.
How old's this kid?
Huh?
How old's this kid? Early 20s?
Early 20s.
Early 20s?
That's
Okay.
why I couldn't pick an age, but early
Okay.
20s. That's
Okay.
probably the best way to put it.
Okay.
When you see him, you'd be like, oh, yeah, he's definitely early 20s.
Okay.
So how did you, the master goes, how did you know to catch the blue one? And he goes, I did not know, master. I just knew it was the right one. And he's like, you did not know. And he grabs his patch, and he has like a patch on him, right?
Right.
He grabs it and he rips it off of him. And the kid falls down. He's like, I'm sorry, master. I'm sorry. And the master's like, and he starts like, he's like, you've been seeing too many movies, my friend, where the student messes up and the master scolds him. No, that is not life. Like, and he like lets her know like you shouldn't be like
Right.
worried that I'm gonna scold you just because you fucked up. It's okay.
Right.
And he's talking to him and shit, and he's telling him how like I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to like reach the final level of masterdom, and he has like all the other levels but one, right? And he tells him like it's called the Dragon Cycle, and but to finish this quest, to get the last thing you need for the cycle, it's almost on some Avatar shit. You got to go do it alone.
Okay.
Like you got to go.
Right.
You got to go figure that out.
Okay.
Right? Like I can't teach you that. Basically, what his master's saying.
Right.
And he's like to release because what he's trying to reach is the supreme level to have the final glow.
Right.
That's what it's called, the glow.
Okay.
So he goes to do this. You need to
So
be alone.
already so kung fu.
Oh, kung fu.
Yeah, this is so kung fu.
When you see it though, you'll have a great time with it. I
That's
promise.
so kung fu.
It's the future I can
see.
'Cause when you see it, it's 80s.
Okay. Yeah.
So add that to kung fu.
Right.
Makes it way more fun.
Right. This movie's a good time.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the best time ever.
All right. All right.
So like the colors and everything, you're gonna be like, oh baby, 85. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I do.
So he goes, Master, I need more training. I'm not ready. He goes, no, I am not your master. No more. Right? And he tells him, like, you want to find answers you want to find any answers beyond me, you're going to have to seek the wisest man in the universe. Gum Sum Doi. That was his name, like Gum Sum Doi.
Gum Sum Doi. Okay.
He owns a fortune cookie place in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's where you have to go and get your answers.
That's great. I like that. That's probably a fortune cookie place.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Then
That's fun. Also, just a quick aside. Hey,
What?
fortune cookies, try harder. Huh? What happened?
Yeah, they used to say like cool fortunes, and now they just tell me like I'm ugly.
Yeah, but
It's
yeah,
just like you're ugly, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, what is this?
I got one that don't forget to breathe. Well, that's not even a fortune. What? That's the level that they're on now. It's like, hey, try harder. Anyway, sorry.
One time I got one, and it was just the coordinates to Pearl Harbor,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay.
It's the wrong Asian even.
What is this?
Yeah.
So he tells him, he gives him like this medallion, and he tells him it was Bruce Lee's.
Okay.
And the guy's like, the kid's like, oh shit, Bruce Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes like, when you reach the final level, when you reach, Gum Sum Doi, you give it to him. Now go, son, go. And he bows and he leaves, right? So this nigga is dressed like a straight up karate master, like in the full karate get up.
Yeah, just in the
all
street.
the shit, the motherfucking big Raiden hat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
From Mortal Kombat, all that. And he's in the streets of New York in the 80s.
Love it.
So imagine,
Yeah.
what was the movie we did with Run DMC nigga? Crush Groove.
Crush Groove.
Imagine Crush Groove, same setting. It's the exact same setting. It
It's a
looks
guy
like, but
walking
imagine
around
a guy walking around with a full
karate
kung fu,
gi.
karate gi.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, this guy is on cocaine. If you saw that in the street, shout out
Oh,
to
in the 85, you're like, oh, this dude's coked out of his fucking mind.
Shout out to Stephen Randolph for living that life.
Oh, yeah, dude, you sure did. So, God, he really did. So, you hear like, you're the dragon, you'll survive. Like 80s music, right? And then we see classic old footage of Bruce Lee, like in a movie,
Right.
right?
Right.
Because, he's in all those classic movies.
Right, and all those ones with the names Dragon in the title. In fact, it's crazy that I
That you didn't
Bruce
guess
Lee.
it. I know. I can't believe you didn't put that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Bruce Lee's going to be involved in
Yeah. I thought it was. Yeah, it's right there.
this. It's right there.
But you know what? If I got to think about it, I might have got there. But then I got excited about the whole paralyzed thing.
Well, the Paralyzed thing was the best fucking kung fu movie ever.
Yeah.
And for 2020, for sure.
Yeah.
For PC 2020,
Oh yeah.
that's what they want. A paralyzed kung fu master.
Oh, dude.
Actually, it's not a bad story.
It's not a bad story. It's also fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Get on it, Hollywood.
Hollywood, get the fucking move on.
Yeah.
So we see they're in the movie theater, and it's a movie theater in the hood. So everybody's going crazy because Bruce Lee's kicking ass. And so everybody, just like any movie, I mean, like, oh, like that shit, right? Fuck him up, Bruce. Right? Finally, the movie cuts off.
Right.
And he's like, what the fuck's going on? And we see this crazy looking Cobra Kai gang bust in.
Okay. Kung Fu Gang.
Yep. And they're like black dudes and a couple girls and shit. And then you see a guy with a huge kind of like big kind of Jerry curl.
Right.
Right. And he's tall. He's got shoulder pads on. And he walks in. Everybody's looking at him. Am I the meanest? And his crew goes, Show enough. Am I the prettiest? Show enough. Am I the baddest mofo you've ever seen? Show enough. Who am I?
The witch from The Wiz?
Show enough.
Oh, his name is Shonuff.
His name's Show
Okay.
Who am I? Show enough. Shoguns of Harlem. Right? And he's talking to his boys, right? And he has like an outfit on, like with this like fur coat, like his karate gi, but he has like a fur coat on too.
Right.
So imagine like a karate master, but also a pimp.
Okay, love it.
That's what he's
Love
supposed to be.
Great character.
Oh, dude, he's
Great character.
the best.
Yeah.
Also, everything. So if I ever ask a question, he answers.
Shonuff. Great.
So he goes,
The entrance is very much like the Wicked Witch. In
hardcore.
The Wiz.
Yeah, she's busting the movie theater, and everybody's like quiet and looking at her, right? And then finally you see this one kid, and he goes, I know who can beat you. And sure enough's like, who said that? And they go, what this little kid did, and they grab him, they pick him up. Who can beat Show Enough? And they go, he goes, who's bad at it? Who's bad at it in the Shogun Show Enough? And the little kid goes, Bruce Leroy, that's who. And they point at Bruce Leroy, who's sitting in the front row, full karate gi, just watching the movie. Not even paying attention that this is happening.
Yeah.
Like having a good time still, the whole thing.
Right.
Like I love it because it's like, oh, that's so karate. Of like that.
He's not worried.
No, he's fucking, it's like some, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
like, and you're like, oh, also, I know who can beat you, and he's right there.
He's right there. Yep. There's some anime stuff as well. That's
I
a lot. That's
love
very
it.
Asian.
It's very, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, it's almost like it's a blaxploitation Asian, like
Yeah.
kung fu. They
Yeah.
mixed them together.
Blasian exploitation.
You're going to love this movie, by the way.
Yes.
When I was watching, like, oh, Son's going to love this.
Yes, I already love it.
So he goes, him, this motherfucker? He goes, that's the only guy that stands. And then one of his henchmen goes, Show enough, that's the only man that stands between you and total kung fu supremacy. Which I love. It's like, whoa, who made these stakes?
Yeah, kung fu supremacy.
So he goes up to him, right, and he starts talking shit to our boy, Bruce Leroy, right? And he goes, I'm sick of hearing of all this superhero bullshit about you. Everybody talking about the great Bruce Leroy, right? And then right then, Bruce Leroy looks up and he hits him with some Bruce Lee wisdom. He's like, I am the water that is the ground, but the ground is water when the water drips. Like, or some shit like that.
Right.
Some shit Bruce Lee would say.
Yes.
And he's like, man, what the fuck did you just say? And he goes, I hate people like you. You guys give Kung Fu a bad name. All you people who are after the last dragon and think you're the last dragon, I'm the real master. Just fight me, right? And he challenges to fuck him up. And he goes, I challenge anyone in this movie theater. And then you see a bunch of other people come out and like, I'll fucking fight this guy.
Yeah.
And he starts fucking these niggas up. Like, he takes one guy and he like pretty much kills him. He just smashes his head through a table a bunch of times.
Crazy.
Like, if that would have been a real person,
that would have been dead.
oh, he'd have been dead.
Person.
Like, because it's just like one of those, like way too many times. Way too many.
Love it.
Remember when in Kill Bill where she smashes the door on his head? And you're like, oh, that's too many times? It's like that. But the same thing where you're like, oh, that's too many times.
Yeah.
So, like, he's kicking all their ass, and then you see Bruce Leroy calmly get up, eating his popcorn, and with chopsticks, but mind you.
Love it.
And he just, like, you see him, like, walk on all the steps, and you just see him leave. Calmly. Just like nothing's happening.
Right.
I will get you, Bruce Leroy. You will fight me. I am the Shogun. Everyone know that I am the master. Door, like, he just leaves.
Love Shonuff.
Oh, sure enough, dude.
Love Shonuff.
So we see a rich white guy who's like this clearly a gangster. Also, you recognize him as an actor.
Okay.
When you see him, you're like, oh, I've seen this dude in a bunch of shit. You see him, he's like clearly a gangster. And he's got like a bimbo kind of wife. And he's telling his wife how she's going to be a number star, how she's going to be a big singer star. And he's going to get her on this TV show that they're watching. And all he's got to do is get her a music video on the show and she's going to be a star. So at the club, you see the TV show and it's pretty much like a Carson Daly or a, you know what I'm saying? Like a BET 106 Apart. You know, one of those kind of shows. Like she shows videos.
Okay, like a TLC type thing. Okay.
Exactly. And the host of the show is this beautiful woman and who's an actual singer. Her name is Vanity. You ever heard of Vanity? She was a pop star in the 80s.
Sounds vaguely
She was
familiar.
around Rick James all the time. One of her big songs was Nasty Girls Don't Need Anything.
I don't know much about Vanity.
Oh, you nasty girl. I think that's how, but like I think that's right. Or did I mix it? But that's her hit song, Nasty Girls, and then she had a couple other hit songs.
Right.
Also famously known, she died in 2000s because of how much crack cocaine she did in the 80s.
Oh, it came back and
She was one of those people. She partied like crazy, super hard with Rick James.
Okay.
So you see this movie, it's like also crazy to be like, oh my god, she's coked out of her mind. I didn't crack that. No, crack. But you don't know that until I didn't know that until now.
Right. You're adding
Because I was
layers.
I was like,
It adds a layer to
whoa,
the movie. Yeah.
whole other layer.
Yeah.
So you see her like showing a like she's like, and the next music video we're gonna show the hit singer El DeBarge, and it's like the classic El DeBarge video of feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Till the morning light, and the worry of your mind. Till the morning light, the beat of the rhythm of the night. You've heard that one?
I've heard that one. Yes.
Oh yeah. So it's that.
I've also
song.
heard of El DeBarge before for sure.
Oh, El DeBarge is fucking the man, dude. So right then there's a break within the TV show, right? And her assistant comes up to talk to her and goes, "Hey, you got to get this Eddie Arcadian dude who's the gangster. You got to get his video on the air. He's a real bad dude, and if we don't get his video on, it's gonna be in a bad way." The dude telling her all this is his only scene in the movie. Legendary actor William H. Macy.
Really?
You might know him from the fucking movie Boogie Nights, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Shameless.
Shameless. All the other movies he's been in.
We did one with Macy.
Yeah. Have you seen the superhero movies he's in with like Ben Stiller and everybody, Donald Glover and all them?
No. I don't think so.
Mystery Men or whatever. I think it's called Mystery
definitely
Men.
not. Definitely not.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he was also in a movie we did.
Yeah, he was.
I forgot which one.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
But great, legendary actor.
Right.
Literally one scene in this. 1985, man.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Isn't that crazy? Yo,
Daniel
work your way up, man.
Daniel Day-Lewis was a DJ on a show that you wouldn't recognize. It was like called Bubbles or some shit, some sitcom. You gotta start somewhere.
I love that's like one of our reoccurring things of this podcast is we find people that are like, oh, this guy?
Yeah.
One line in this movie?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you just take roles.
Right.
How much you get paid for this? Maybe a couple $100?
Yeah. SAG minimum.
In 85?
Mm-hmm.
Because he might have got the thing, not even had, like, yeah, exactly. SAG minimum probably is what he got.
Right.
Damn. So.
No, he probably got more. He had a speaking line. That's probably worth it.
Yeah, he did have one speaking line.
Yeah.
Right.
SAG minimum was like for extras and shit, probably.
So he got like a little bit more.
Yeah.
But nothing really.
I say that. No, not
did he get a
trailer?
He did not get a trailer or anything like that.
No, absolutely not.
He didn't get anything like that.
Yeah. No,
did he?
No.
One line?
Probably not. I don't know how
Probably
it works.
show up for your one line.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there for the whole day and you gotta wait for your one line.
Oh, you're there for the whole day, though. That's
the whole fucking day. Jesus.
So, but for you, you're like, oh my God, I'm in a big movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have a line in a movie. Like, you know,
it's a
$10 million budget. Like, you're like, oh, this is a big, like, The Last Dragon. This is like, oh, it's a play on Bruce Lee shit. Like, oh, it's a big movie.
It's a start. It's a start.
Yeah. So, she's like, oh, I'm not playing that guy's video. I don't care. I got to get back to work, right? He's like, oh. So you see her singing, like, because she's an actual singer in real life. Her name's Laura Charles in the movie.
Okay.
Okay, but, Vanity is her name in the world we live in.
Okay.
You see her singing, like, actually one of her songs. You found a place. Finally found a place. It's like such an 80s song. So, ooh, you found a place. You finally found a place. Like, the beat goes like that.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
So,
also, Laura Charles is a much better singer name than Vanity.
Yeah. Well, no, I guess Vanity's sex.
Vanity's very 80s, but Laura Charles does not imply unsexy either, though.
No, Laura Charles sounds like an actress or a fucking newscaster.
It also sounds like a name of a singer that could stick.
No, to me it sounds way more professional. Laura Charles sounds like you mean business.
I don't know. I could see it. I like it better than Vanity. That's all I'm saying.
Because it just sounds like somebody's real name.
That's not bad. Sometimes.
No, sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, it's not bad. I'm trying to think of a singer who has a real name that I like. Can you think of one?
Like just any singer?
Yeah, a girl singer.
I don't know if they're like Diana Ross is her real name.
Diana Ross. Is that a real name though?
Exactly. I don't know, but I'm assuming.
I'm assuming that's her real name.
I'm assuming. Anita Baker. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
all old women.
All older. The people stop using their real names at a certain point, I think. But
80s.
Damn.
Isn't that great? Well, we just discovered something.
Adele's her real name. Adele.
Yeah, she just goes by Adele.
She just goes by Adele. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. Beyonce doesn't go by Beyonce. No, she goes by Beyonce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
Rihanna. I'm trying to think of one. Mariah Carey.
There we go. It's probably not a real name.
Probably her real name is like Laura Charles.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Where were we?
Vanity singing.
Oh, God. She's singing her fucking 80s song.
Right.
The white dude's super mad that she's not putting her video on. We see Bruce Leroy walking home. When he's walking home, he walks past where the TV show's filmed, Seventh Heaven.
Right.
And you see like everyone outside waiting for an autograph. And she walks out and she's giving autographs. And as he's walking by, they're kind of just staring at each other. Mm-hmm. It's like sweet music plays.
Okay.
And then she gets in her limo and he's kind of just looking at her and then he keeps walking. She gets in her limo. When she's in there, she's like, hey, Sal. Oh, my God, crazy night. Can't wait to go home. And then the guy turns around. She's like, "You're not Sal," and it's like some guy kidnapping her.
Okay.
Right? She's like, "Ah," and then she's like, "You're coming with us, Miss Charles." Like some of the guy that works for the Arcadian guy.
Right.
And they pull over to like switch limos and put her in another limo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 4 or 5 of them, and like she's fighting back. And while they're doing it, Bruce grabs one of them.
Oh, damn.
And he goes, "Wouldn't do that if I were you guys." What? And he's doing all the Bruce Lee noises.
Right.
Why was Bruce doing all that when he had to fight?
Well, you gotta make sure people know you're fighting. So he's doing all that.
You don't like the noises? Can you do them?
I don't think I can. What? No, that's Chris Berman. Oh my god. What? Wow.
Don't die doing it.
I can't do it for long.
I can tell.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, buddy, watch out." So he fucks up all 5 of them, right? And they drive off.
Right.
She's like, "Oh my God, you saved me. You're really something." And he gets her a taxi, right? And she's like, "Man, how do I thank you?" And she goes down and grabs her stuff. And when she looks back up, he's gone, like Batman.
Right.
And she's like,
Classic.
"What?" Right? He's a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And then in New York.
Yeah. Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, Bruce
Amazing.
Leroy.
Amazing.
She looks down, and there's a medallion on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped his medallion.
Oh no.
Right? She's
Not the medallion.
So she picks it up, she leaves. Later that night, you see him coming back looking for it, all distressed.
Right.
And he's like, he's just so mad at himself, right? So, cut to, we see the next day, we see Bruce Leroy at a karate class.
Mm-hmm.
And he's teaching like a bunch of like young kids. And he has on the same yellow outfit from the Kill Bill movie.
Really?
You know
The
what I'm
yellow
talking about?
tracksuit.
The yellow tracksuit, the
Damn.
exact same.
Damn.
So it's like, whoa.
Well, Quentin Tarantino's heavily influenced by stuff like this.
Yeah, you're right.
This would be a movie that Tarantino would like. I would see this in his
Silly.
wheelhouse. Silly, but it's also actiony, clearly.
Yeah. So you're right. But I thought, it is like, oh wow, a little kung fu nod there. Something's going, or
Something's going on.
Bruce Lee wore that outfit in some other movie,
Right.
Which is what I was thinking.
Something's happening.
Mm-hmm. So, right then while he's giving the kids lessons, Show Enough busts in.
Okay.
"We heard the master was here. I want lessons. Won't you teach me something, master?" Right? He goes, "I do not wish to fight you." And he doesn't fight him. And he like sicks his girls on him to get in his face and fight him, and he won't fight his girls. And then like he goes, "Well, you're gonna bow to your master in front of your class." And he doesn't do it, right? And they grab him and they try to make him bow. He just stands. Bruce Leroy won't do it. And then one of his students can't. He's a little Asian kid. He's like, he's getting sick of them treating his master like this. And he's like, "I challenge you." And he goes up to fight one. And then of course they grab him really easy.
Right.
And he goes, "I'll snap this boy's neck in two if you don't bow." And he bows and he goes, "Kiss the feet." And then, of course, Bruce Leroy's like, and he goes to kiss his feet, and then Show Enough kicks him in the face super hard, and he's like bleeding out of his mouth. And he goes, "You may not wish to fight me now, sucker, but one day you will, and you'll find out who's the master."
Show enough.
'Cause that's what his team goes every time.
Show enough.
Show Enough.
Show enough.
So also, it would hype you up if every time you asked a question,
Someone
everyone
said
answered.
your name. Yeah.
Yelled you. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
yelled. Like 8 people yelled your name.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
So the next day, you see our boy Bruce Leroy meditating on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
and you see his little brother downstairs. You'll recognize him as well, this little black kid, because he's been in stuff. And he's annoyed with his upstairs, his brother.
Right.
He's like younger. I'm so annoyed with his kung fu brother. Everybody thinks he's so weird, right? And then you see he has a little sister as well. You might recognize this young girl. She has no lines in the movie, but Miss Rudy Huxtable.
Oh, really? Wow, look at her getting work.
We're talking about baby Rudy.
Right.
Like
85. This is young.
Oh,
Rudy.
I mean, baby. She's the cutest little girl. Where you're just like, oh my, right when you saw her in Cosby Show, that kind of where you're like,
Right.
damn, she's
adorable.
Too adorable. So, he's giving his brother shit in front of the family, and the family has his back. They're like, oh, he's a weird kid, like the mom and dad.
Right.
But he's our boy. We love him. He's different. That's all. So you see Laura Charles on TV. Laura Charles, while the family's sitting there, Laura Charles comes on TV. And the little brother's like, oh, that's my baby right there. I love this girl. I'm going to marry her. And then Leroy's like, that's her. That's the girl. I would like to see her. And then his brother's like, well, wouldn't everybody, you fucking fool? But he's like, but that's my girl, right? And then he starts arguing with his brother to take me to her, please. Take me to her. Like, I really need to see her. She might have something in mind. I'm looking for it. So they're arguing. And then finally he convinces him to do it.
Right.
So his brother takes him. And he takes him to the dance contest show. where like his brother's trying to like if he wins the dance contest, he gets a date with the Laura
Charles.
girl.
Right.
And so they're, his brother's like, okay, Leroy, they get into the line. He's like, well, let's buy our tickets. And the brother's like, oh, yeah, of course, let's buy our tickets. Come this way with me, brother. And they walk this way. He's like, he grabs his Bruce Leroy. He's like, come here, you idiot. Nobody buys tickets. We sneak in, you fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? So he goes to sneak him in, and the door's locked. And he's like, damn. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go around the other way. So he leaves to go around the other way. And when he does, you see Laura Charles come out of the side door. And she's talking to a guy. She's like, oh, my God, what's the big deal that you had to show me that was out here? And then right then somebody kidnaps her.
Again.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
And they put her in a production truck that says Arcadian Production Trucks, and it takes off. And you see Bruce Leroy, he notices Arcadian Production.
Okay.
And he's like, fuck. So cut to, you see the white dude, the gangster. Now he has the girl. She's all tied up.
Right.
And he's making her watch his wife's shitty videos. Don't you love it? Isn't it great?
Hilarious.
Right? And she's just like,
hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy thing to do to your kidnapping.
Yeah, right? Crazy reason to kidnap somebody, too.
You just want him to see your music videos.
Yeah, your wife's music videos.
That's
your
it.
Rich wife who's bored at home. Music videos.
That's all you want.
That's all you want.
So, she goes like, I'm never going to play this shit. And he goes, honey, you better play it. And she goes, I'm never playing this ever. It was terrible. Like, she's like, it's not even that it was bad. She's like, I just don't think it's right. And he goes, don't think it's right. Okay. Well, I tried. Grab her. And then his wife's like, Eddie, please don't do it. Eddie, come on. She's just not thinking. Like the wife's trying to like calm him down. She's like, no, she asked for this. And who's going to stop me? Right then. Kicks the door open. Da-da-da! Bruce Leroy busts in.
Yeah, he pretty much asked Bruce Leroy to come.
Oh, yeah, he pretty much gave him directions and said, hey, come kick my ass right now.
Yeah.
So he beats the shit out of all of them, and right when he gets to the boss pulls his hood off so you can see who it is. Because he has like a little hood on.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I know. He recognizes him. And then he goes, the fucking, like, Bruce Leroy, like, throws him in a water tank, kind of, and they take off.
Right.
Him and Laura run off.
Him and Laura run.
So they go back to Laura's place. She's like, oh, my God, you do this every day. You keep saving me, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Duh. That's
then,
crazy.
She's like, why don't you come in and have a drink? And he's like, oh, okay. Have you seen that TikTok where they're like, the girls ask Spider-Man to come in and have a drink?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, he's like, oh, yeah, we're just gonna like play Smash or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then they close the door. Spider-Man's like, and the girl's like basically trying to fuck Spider-Man. Spider-Man has to get the fuck out of there. I know if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a TikTok.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like the guy comes over because she says we're gonna smash.
Yes.
And he comes over and he's holding the video game.
Yes.
And he's just sad.
Yes.
She wants to have sex, but he wants to play. Yeah, stuff like that. Right. So he just wants to chill, and she's like trying to get some.
So he's like all excited and shit. And he goes, do you have like, I was wondering if you had something maybe that I lopped the other day. And she's like, oh, was it this like a medallion? He goes, yes. She goes, I'll be right back. And she goes and she grabs it. He's all excited. And then she makes him like a little necklace for it so he doesn't lose it again.
Right.
Right? He's like, thank you. And then she starts flirting with him and shit. And like trying to get him to like sit down like on the couch with her.
Right.
And he panics and fucking storms off.
Right.
Runs out.
Right.
Like runs.
Right.
Right? And she's just like this. Which, if you reverse the genders on that, not as sexy.
No.
The woman runs out for her life, and the dude's like...
No, then it's the story of Ted Bundy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Changes the movie.
Yeah.
Now it's a documentary about what happened in Florida State.
Drastic tone shift if that happens.
God,
yeah.
right.
Here it's kind of like, here as a guy, you're like, damn, I hope a girl likes me that much.
That'd be hot. Especially
That'd be
hot.
hot.
She's hot as shit.
Yeah, and then when I run out nervously, she's like, that's exactly what I want.
You run, little boy, run.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, God.
Yeah, there's something hot about that.
So you see him on his search looking for the master. The wise master.
Right.
And we see these dudes, these three Asian dudes outside of an Asian shop dancing and singing and shit. These three Asian dudes.
Yeah.
But they're like singing like black dudes.
Okay.
And they're break dancing.
Right.
And they're right outside of some dumb goy cookie, fortune cookies. He walks up and he goes, oh my God, this is it. He goes, hi, I'm looking for the master. And one of the Asians goes, bro, ain't no masters or no slaves here, dog.
Love
he goes, "Is this not the fortune?"
Too comfortable. Asians get too comfortable sometimes.
Oh, that's why I like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they were definitely talking about something.
Yeah.
So, bro, they go, like, you want wisdom? Like, hey, you want some wisdom, brother? You better buy a cookie soul, brother. They're talking like that and shit.
Yeah.
And they go, he goes, but I want to see the master. Man, the master don't see nobody. And then, bro, he goes, like, the master don't see you, and he definitely ain't gonna see you because you're a fucking square. And they're like, yeah, you fucking square, you nerd. And he's like, I don't understand. How come I can't see the master? And one of the Asian guys go, here, let me say it in a way you can understand. And he grabs his hat and he goes, the master is not here. Like, he does all that shit.
Love it.
It's like, whoa.
Hilarious. That's really funny. That's like ahead of its time. That's a lot of things.
What is going on in that?
That's genuinely super duper funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It made me stop today.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. So, cut to the next, that day at the pizza shop. His dad owns a little pizza shop in New York, like his parents, and you see his little brother working there with the mom. To my bus in. I was told I could find Leroy Green here. Sure enough, and his crew. And they're like, oh, shit. The dad's like, I'm Leroy Green. And they go, I'm looking for a punk who calls himself the Kung Fu Master. And he goes, oh, you talking about Junior? Well, he ain't here right now. And I'll tell you right now, if I didn't know where he was, I don't think I'd tell you. And he goes, oh, well, I'll leave a message then. Tell him I'm all broken up. He ain't here. Bah! And he like starts breaking the entire pizza shop. Yeah. They fuck up. They smash all the tables. Oh, fellas. The mom's screaming, please stop this. Also, this is the only moment where it gets really sad because the mom is screaming in a way of like, this is all we have. Please. This is our pizza shop. Don't do this. And you're like, oh God.
Oh.
It's like the riots or something.
Yeah, Leroy. Not Leroy. What am I saying? Fucking Shona. Or Leroy. Like, at this point, fight him. He's breaking your family's business.
Yeah, show enough. Relax and Leroy fight him.
Yeah, Leroy, definitely fight him. He's hurting your friends. Come on. This is about you and your family. This is more than whatever weird in your head thing is going on. You gotta get out of that right now.
Because you're trying to get some final master level.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Fucking look at Hassan preaching the real kung fu truth.
You know,
dude, you're a real kung fu master.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hair.
Yep.
And the beard.
Shifu Ahmad. That's what they call me.
Great reference.
Yeah.
Yo. Every once in a while, we think about replacing you. Me and the Beaners, we all talk, and there's a group chat you're not in.
No, you're not.
Thousands of people.
Nope.
And
No.
we talk about it.
Nope. No, you don't.
And Hassan,
refuse to believe it.
I think we're gonna keep you.
Okay, that's good. Because I was just gonna stay regardless.
What do you mean you're just gonna stay regardless?
I was gonna stay regardless. Whatever you and your fake fucking group are talking about.
Wait. How do you wait? It's 1,000 people. Bro. I got the 1,000 best Beaners, and we
name
decide,
all 1,000 of them right now.
Jerry, Terry, Ted.
Jerry and then Terry.
But you don't think in that 1,000 there's a Jerry and a Terry? Because a Terry's a woman.
Oh, maybe.
So they destroy the pizza shop, right? And they throw like his little brother in a trash can and shit.
Right.
So right then, and they leave. And you see Leroy, run up as they're leaving. Mm-hmm. And he's like, they get his brother out the trash. And he's like, what happened here? And they're like, sure enough did this. Like the brother, and he's all mad. He's like, it's your fault. It's because you're scared of him. Just fight him, you coward. Go meditate on that. Right? And the mom's like, I'm sorry. And she hugs him. And he's like crying because he feels bad, like it's his fault.
Well, his brother's right.
Mm-hmm. He goes and he works out like crazy.
Right.
Hearing his brother call him a coward in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Laura come up while he's working out in his gym. And she goes, hey, I don't mean to bother you or anything, but I thought maybe, she's like trying to talk to him even though he's not listening. I thought maybe I could get a bodyguard, and I felt like you'd be most qualified to guard my body. What do you think?
God damn. Hey, put it away. Put it back in your pants, huh, lady?
Hey, don't talk about Laura like that. She died from crack cocaine problems.
Yeah. Well, if she relaxed, maybe it'd be a different story.
Yeah. Her and Rick James had fun, dude.
Hey, they lived life.
They both died at the same time, too.
Yeah. Well, that's the result of the life they lived, but they lived it.
They lived it.
They lived it. They had a good time when they had a good time.
Oh, man, when they were on those drugs, I can't imagine.
Right, especially this time in the 80s, it must have been.
And you were successful. You're a rock star. You're
baller.
in movies. You're like...
Yeah. Not in this movie, which seems fun.
Oh my God! It made also. I mean, 10 million. You got paid. It made 33 million in the box office. I mean, it did well in the box office in the 80s. So you're feeling great.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up. You got hit songs. You're with Rick James. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Nose down, hopes up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
nose down, hopes up. That's the way we like to fuck.
Derek? All right, I thought you were broken for a second. You were going to keep going.
So, she says the hoary line.
Right. Hoary lanes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Hoary lanes.
Hoary lanes.
God, that guy fucked up, huh?
Yeah, well, don't shoot people in the foot, huh?
Especially a horse.
Yeah.
You shoot a horse in the head. We all know that.
Yeah.
I would say that on stage if there was comedy.
That's really funny.
Hey, Tory Lanez, you know you messed up?
Yeah.
Is you don't shoot a horse in the leg.
Yeah.
Because that's cruel.
That
That's
is
like
true.
animal cruelty.
That is true.
You gonna shoot a horse in its feet?
Yeah, you're not trying to solve any problems.
Yeah. Also, where he fucked up is he shot the stallion, and now he's meeting Megan and all her lawyers.
Right. Yes.
He got into an argument and a big fight and shot the stallion. And it's like, well, now you're gonna meet Megan.
Yeah.
Megan Kwasinski.
Her real
She's
name.
Jewish.
She's Megan Rubenstein.
Yeah, and it's like, ooh, you fucked up, Tory. Like, yo, how much do you fuck up? She's a black woman Jew? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You done for.
Yeah. That is the most persistent person of all time.
You don't fuck with that lady, dude.
Yeah.
She's also got some wet-ass pussy.
Oh, God, she
Wet,
does.
wet.
All right, so
What are we talking about?
Hoary Lanes, she saess her line.
You started that one.
All right. Okay, whatever.
You did it. Legal fight. We just stopped it again. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, that one was me. Okay.
So she says the line.
She says the line.
Yeah.
Something about her body. She's like, I'm a whore. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm sorry. I can't be your bodyguard. I'm not going to do it. And then she's like, oh, she leaves all mad, right? Mm-hmm. So right then one of his students sees it. It's like, damn, I can't believe you just turned down fucking. She was trying to like put her tits in your mouth.
Right.
You know? So you see Eddie's wife working on a new video, right? And she's having fun while she's doing it. Mm. And the Eddie guy is like, man, that DJ, like he's like, so he's like that fucking bitch. And she's like, oh honey, don't worry about it. She was never gonna play our stuff anyway, and I'm just having fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. And then he goes, oh, it's okay, honey, don't worry. She'll play our videos the moment I get rid of that Bruce Leroy. And then she's like, oh, Eddie, I don't want anybody to get killed, you know? And then he's like, nobody lives who does that to me. Like, he threw him in the water, you know?
Right.
And then she's like, oh, Eddie. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. And he like starts going off, and she just kind of leaves.
All right. Hey, lady, you married the mobster. Fucking deal with it.
Ooh, look at the sign. You don't play no mobster wife bullshit.
No.
You don't play that mobster wife game.
No. Or like, when you two are alone, stop the pretending.
Mm-hmm.
Well, out in public, you got to play the game. Right. But when you two are alone, you can't be like, how are you killing people? Shut up. You married him.
He's rich.
Yeah, he's rich. You married him. And also,
he's funding your music videos.
Yeah, you know what's up. You've been married for a while, probably. You know what's up.
Or their boyfriend, girlfriend. But you've been with him long enough.
Right. Yeah, you should know. Hey, you're not. Unless you're willfully ignorant. Anyway, sorry.
You're right.
Yeah.
So the next day, Eddie goes to see Show Nuff, who's fucking beating just killing a guy who he's beating up.
Right.
And his team's just like, Show, am I the meanest?
Show Nuff.
And he goes, they ask him like, hey, we'll pay you all this money to kill Bruce Leroy.
Right.
And he goes, keep your fucking money. Just get that sucker to the designated place at the designated time. I'll handle the rest. Like, he just wants
pure
kung fu.
Right.
Just wants to prove he's the master.
He's an artist.
That is kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah, kung fu's an art.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
MMA, that's what that
Everything's
is. Literally
an art. Everything's an art if you do it well enough.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's an art.
Yeah. Running a business, football. It's all art.
Running a
at
business,
a high level.
sadly.
At a high
an
level.
art.
Yeah, it's an art. Everything's an art.
It's crazy because that's what can ruin art.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
But you're right. It is an art form. I mean, to ruin art.
Part of the game.
Damn. Everything's art, though.
Everything's art.
So Leroy goes and the next day, right, he apologizes to Laura.
Okay.
Right? And she's like, asks him again, like, well, can you be my bodyguard? And then he goes, I will, but I have to do one mission first. And he tells her of his mission to get the final glow, the last of the dragon cycle, all this shit, right? And she tells him, like, She's like, he's like, the reason I'm doing it because it's the same thing Bruce Lee achieved, and that's his idol and his mentor.
Right.
And she goes, oh, speaking of Bruce Lee, I have a surprise for you, and she takes him somewhere. So you see his little brother walk into the studio, going, man, I'm gonna wait here and I'm gonna meet the love of my life with his friends, and like she ain't gonna be able to resist me, right? So you see them pulling up, and they get into the studio, and inside she starts playing, like a video, and it's like lightning and shit, and he's watching, and this fucking song starts playing. You're like, when you got the glow,
Wow, she has a song ready about the thing he wants. Are you gonna play it?
Yeah, I got to.
Oh, it's that crazy.
Right.
Damn, I'm looking it up. Damn, this is I'm
already
excited.
looked up.
It's already looked up. Oh, you had this ready to go. Put it into the microphone.
I will. It's
In a second.
stupid ad.
Oh yeah, huh? And choose the right 15 seconds to play. Oh, this is from the movie. Oh damn. This is I'm excited. You've never felt the need to do this before. So this must be a crazy song. Still looking. All right. Damn.
One. To reach the upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a sacrifice. Here it comes.
Put it directly on
When
the...
you got that glow, you feel the touch. When you got that glow.
Damn. I love that though. The song is like explains his whole journey and what he needs.
Dude,
That's
they made
really funny. That's really
there's
crazy.
nothing funnier to me
Yeah.
than when a song is for the movie.
Yeah. Like the characters like it's like, come on, the characters don't know they're in a movie. Relax.
It's
movie.
Rocky 4.
Yeah, it's Rocky. It's exactly Rocky 4. Yeah.
It's East versus West. Man versus man.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I love all movies that there's a song for the movie in the movie.
Yeah, it's really funny.
When you got that glow,
Yeah.
you feel the touch when you got that glow. So you see Ricky and his friends, his little brother, right?
Right.
Richie and his friends, they hear something inside. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? They open the door and they come in. Laura is kissing Bruce. And like they're making the fuck out. And his little brother's so mad, obviously. And his little brother walks out the room and he's steaming mad. Which is so funny.
Which is a weird reaction.
Because you're a little kid and you can't believe he's kissing your dream girl.
I guess.
So Leroy, right when they finish kissing, he looks up, and in this montage of Bruce Lee clips that he's watching,
right?
Because there's Bruce Lee clips playing,
right?
He's watching all these Bruce Lee. You see Bruce Lee dressed in disguise to break into like some place in this movie,
right?
And he goes, "That's it, and he leaves. And she's like, oh. Right? And she looks at Bruce, and she's like, "Thanks a lot, Bruce, dick." And Bruce is doing that classic thing where he's moving his hands so fast,
right?
It looks like a million hands.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So, right then, Richie comes back, and he looks at her and he goes, "Leroy, run out on you too?" And she's like, "Well, hey, you get down from there, kid. Get down," because he's like, well, high up, right? And the little brother's so mad because he's mad at her. And then right when she's yelling at him to get down, the Arcadian guy busts in, and they snatch her up and they laugh.
Okay.
You're like they
We got her. We got her. Yeah.
So you see the Asian dude
change the truck.
Yeah, and then they notice the little boy too. So we're gonna get oh, you ain't going nowhere either. So you see the Asian dudes who are acting black playing craps and talking shit, and we see Bruce Leroy walking up dressed as a pizza boy.
Okay.
And he's acting like a black guy, like he's cool. And then he goes in and they're kind of looking at him, and the Asian dudes are like, you know what? They go, "You want some weed or some drink?" And then he's like, "Oh no, just I want to just be one of the soul brothers like you." And the Asian dudes are like, "Well, you gonna shoot craps with us then, man?" And they start shooting craps with him.
Right. Okay.
Cut to, you see the white lady, the wife. Mm-hmm. Remember the wife of Eddie?
Right. Yes.
She goes to the gym to warn Bruce Leroy, hey, this guy's doing something. He's not there, but she tells his students.
Okay.
Right. So back at the place, you see he's hanging with the boys for a while, right? And he's asking for the master, and the man's oh man, the master's not here. He still keeps giving them the runaround.
Right.
And then he shows them the medal. He's like, "Oh dang, I would have this for him." And he shows them the medal that Bruce Lee, and they're like, And they're like, you know what? Maybe we will take you to him. Give us that. And they take it, and they go, you just wait right here. And they take him outside, and they close the door, and then they lock it. And you hear them, like, laughing on the inside.
Right.
And then Bruce Leroy goes, like, he realizes what just happened, and he just kicks the whole door down.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, oh, shit. You know? He goes, where is he? They're like, what do you mean, where is he? Like, where is he? Where is he? And they're like, he's not real. There is no master. He's like, I'll show you. And they're like, what are you talking about? There's no master. And they're like, I'll show you. And they open up a back room, and they go, this is some dumb boy, the master. And it's just a machine that's printing out fortune cookies.
Oh. Okay.
And he's like, what the fuck? They're like, we told you, man. It's not real. And he goes, you see him cut, and he runs into his master's house. Right, his master's there meditating from the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Master, why? He's like, Master's like, what? He's like, why would you send me to find someone who doesn't even exist? What was this all for? What was that whole, like, you had me running around? Like, it was just a computer. And then the master gets up and he hands him a fortune cookie. And he opens it and there's nothing inside. Right? And he tells him, like, in this cookie contains everything you need to reach the glow.
Okay.
You know, and it's nothing. And he's like, it's empty though. And he tells him he's like, that's because your problems was never real. It's in your mind. It's not like none of it's real. You already are the master.
Right.
Like the reason I couldn't teach you that is because you needed to find that out on your own.
Yeah, you thought there was like a coronation almost of becoming the master.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just now you're the master.
Yeah. Okay.
But like I can't tell you have to get there.
Okay.
Because if I tell you, then you're never gonna get there.
You're not gonna believe it.
You're not gonna believe.
Who knows if he'd even believe this?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he goes, you gotta look inside the one place you have not looked yet. He like touches his head. He's like, that's where the master is.
Ooh.
What? Ooh. Ooh. So you see Leroy at his place now, and he's loading up all the weapons because he's gonna go fight. And a student comes in and says like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you," and he locks the student in the weapons closet. And like, don't you come help me? I'm gonna go do this alone. So you see, cut to like he's breaking into the studio, and the bad dude, the Eddie guy's watching on security cams, and he gets all excited, and he lowers the lights.
All right, here's the bad guy layer.
Right,
the classic bad guy layer.
And back at the dojo, you see like a little kid bust the one kid out the weapons closet, and they're all like, "Come on, we gotta get everybody, we gotta go save him." Right. So you cut back to you see the bad guy go, "Welcome to my little party, Leroy," and you see all these bad dudes surround Leroy, and he starts fucking them up real quick. And then these two guys get a hold of him, right, and they can't get away, and they finally like they're about to beat him up. Then all the kids bust in.
Woo! Didn't have to wait long for that payoff.
It's a classic montage of the kids fighting everybody.
Yeah, and winning.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
and lots of shots of high fives and these right here, big punches, and then. thumbs ups to the camera.
Love it. They know this movie knows exactly what it is.
Oh, it knows exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. So while this is all happening, you see also just man, the 80s were such a simpler time that this was a movie. There's breakdancing, there's kung fu, there's thumb raises and high fives in a fight scene. People are in the middle of fighting and they're high fiving and thumb raising.
Oh man, someone's got to do that in a current movie,
right? Simpler times.
That level of silliness has to come back.
Got to. So Eddie and like you see the Eddie dude, he takes his number 2. They take the girl to another building, and Leroy follows. He's like, "Come on, Leroy, follow us!" Right? And the little boy, his little brother Richie's running behind him. So, like, you see Leroy running behind him, right? And they go into another building, and Leroy throws a dart, and that shit misses Eddie by the head like this. And you hear Leroy go, "Next time, I will not miss. Let her go." And then Eddie starts shooting. He's like, "I'm not gonna miss either, you fucking punk!" And he's just shooting. And then right then, you see his little brother get grabbed by a bad guy and thrown. And his little brother's head hits a pipe, like really hard.
Oh.
Dung! Like he's knocked out.
Right.
So Leroy goes, he fucks up the big guy who threw him, and then he grabs his brother and he like makes sure he's okay. And he wakes his brother up, and then like he tells his brother, like, "Stay safe, stay here," right? So it's like, okay. So Leroy, as he starts running off to go find the girl, right then he runs into a room and he finds
Shonuff,
who's just leaning on the wall. You know what I mean? The classic, like just leaning on the wall.
Yeah.
Like hands on the ceiling, like this, hold on. And he goes, "Leroy!" And he's like, oh. And he goes, "Shonuff." And then I love that Shonuff goes, "You warmed up yet?" And the music, dun-dun-dun, like it's really intense.
Finally fight. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, come on, right?
Yeah.
So Leroy runs up, right? Fucking Kicks, Shonuff dodges. Kicks him again, block. Kicks him again, block. Kicks him again, block. Like Shonuff's just toying with him.
Right.
And then Shonuff grabs his punch and then fucks him up. Then finally Leroy backs up, and then Leroy like, white, pop, 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 and then like gets a couple actual shots in.
Okay.
And Shonuff's like,
Shonuff's a little okay.
And then Shonuff like kicks him through a wall. Bah! And then he flies through the wall.
Need that.
And then Shonuff's like, he laughs, and then he goes and he looks, and when he looks through the wall, he's gone. Leroy's gone.
Okay.
He's like, come on, Leroy. He starts looking for him. You can't hide from me. And he's looking everywhere, and he's walking, and then finally he turns, and Leroy comes flying out of nowhere. Bow! Kicks this nigga like over a ledge.
Love it.
You know? And then Shonuff's he goes out, right?
Okay.
And then he's like, you know? And he turns his back, you know?
Oh no, he turns his back.
And then when he turns his back, he hears, Leroy! And he turns again and he's gone. And he's like, right? And he's like, playtime's over, boy. And he looks over and he sees Shonuff, and Shonuff has the glow. And he's fully red.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Full glow, right? Full
He's
red.
Yeah, what a glow up.
Glowed up. Oh, nice.
What
What
a
a
glow
glow
up.
up. Fucking he beat me there.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, slow piece of shit.
Okay. God damn it. So Leroy is terrified. And he kicks him and he gets blocked, and you see like red like come up off him.
Right.
And he's laughing, and then he punches him, and you see like red punches him, just fucking fucks him up. Who's the master?
Shonuff.
You know, he doesn't say it though, but
Okay.
I like it. I like your enthusiasm. But
Right.
he does. Who's the master? Who's the master? Kicks him in the face a couple times. The little like you finally see him like he just keeps fucking him up, and then he rips Bruce's shirt off. So now Bruce is like shirtless and his face is all bloody and fucked up. Hits him a couple more times. Who is the master? And he grabs his face and he starts drowning him. Right?
Right.
He's just drowning him. You possess the power of the gloom. You see the song start building up. And he starts remembering all of his training that his master taught him.
Right.
And everything he's learned about who the master really is.
Right.
You know? You possess the power of the gloom. And he ducks his head in one more time. And he brings his head out. Who is the one and only master, Bruce Leroy? And Bruce Leroy looks at him, and he's all calm. I am. And he starts going, what? And he glows gold. You possess the power of the glow. And he's completely gold. And Leroy and fucking Shonuff's like, oh shit. And he fucking punches him, and then fucking Bruce Leroy catches his hand and starts crunching his like fist.
Right.
And he's like, and he drops to his knees, and then he backs up. You possess the power of the glow. And this nigga, bro, he does the Bruce Lee shit. That shit?
Yeah.
With the hands. And of course, the Shonuff's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And then he fucking power kicks this nigga like into the next dimension.
Love it.
Bow! You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow.
Oh my God, the song has "You Are the Last Dragon" in
Yeah.
it? Oh man, this was
It's
so
a
on the head.
separate song for a different part of the movie.
Okay.
But yes, 2 songs for this movie.
2 songs for this movie. Love it. Love it.
He kicks this nigga in a vat of water, just fucks him up. And then you see like everybody's like, yeah,
Where are they getting all
Leroy.
these vats of water from?
They're in like a storage place.
Okay, still. The water isn't generally in a
Well,
vat.
he kicks him in the vat that he was getting drowned in.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel you.
Yeah.
It's just this like large tub.
Of
But
water.
it looks like a vat.
But this is this is a second tub of water in this movie. No industrial chemicals, just water.
Just water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Why wouldn't that be filled with damn
Yeah.
EA? Why wouldn't that be filled with industrial
Why would it
chemicals?
just be filled with still water?
Well, sometimes, fool, when you right, you be right, dog.
Yeah, like what's happening?
When you right, you
Yeah.
be right, bro. God damn. So, you know, everybody's like, yeah, Leroy. And then you hear the white guy, I applaud you, Leroy. And Arcadian's pointing his gun at him. But he goes, all it takes is one bullet, and this fancy kung fu shit's done. So take your final bow. Poof, shoots him.
Oh.
No, Leroy! He falls, they all scream. He's laughing. You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the gloom. And he walks over and he flips him over and he smiles And then he looks at Leroy and he's like, and Leroy looks at him and opens his eyes and then opens his mouth. He caught the bullet with his teeth.
mouth? Oh, fuck
and then
yeah.
he punches the shit out of him. You are the last dragon.
That's some
You
dragon
possess
shit.
the power of the glow. That is some last dragon shit.
Dragon shit.
So they right then they like, you know, they was like, yeah, Leroy, and Leroy like hangs him up like on like a chain. He's like, oh, come on, Leroy, you son of a bitch. And then the police come in and they're like, where's the bad guy? The like Laura and the little brother are like, he's down there. And when they look down, Leroy's gone on some Batman shit.
Right.
And like, oh, he's gone again. And then you see Laura's like studio people rush in and tell her, Laura, goddamn it, we've been looking all over for you, late for the show. Not caring that, you know, she just was kidnapped.
Yeah. And there's a whole kung fu fucking
dojo thing going on.
Yeah. Some crazy shit happening.
Right?
Yeah, also terrible job of the cops of securing the premises, huh? Anyways. The dojo people
No, you're so right.
Yeah, the record people come in. They say,
you gotta come on.
Yeah.
And you know, she's super sad, right? And she goes to work, and then can you hear the one song from earlier? When you got that glow,
yeah.
You feel
Glow
the
song
touch
number
when
one.
you got that glow.
Yeah, glow song number
Glow
one.
song number
Glow
one. Glow up number one.
Yeah.
And you know, the power of elevation. And you see her, she's all sad. And she's looking at everybody else dance out on the floor. And then right then our boy walks in. And he's dressed in like all white. And she's like, oh. And she sees him. And she's like, Leroy. And he goes, you teach me some moves? Right? And he throws his flowers up. And she's like, oh. And then like they go and kind of make out and kiss. And then some guy's like, man, look at that cornball. And then his brother's like, hey, that ain't no cornball. That's my brother. And he's the master. The Last Dragon.
Oh,
a super sweet song plays at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at that character growth from his brother.
Yo,
look at that.
Yo,
Yeah.
in the last song, real nigga, it might as well be. And I will always love you. Ooh,
God.
Like, yo, the transition from the when you got that glow, you feel, you know, he's my brother. And he's the master. And it just kicks in. You're like, wait a minute. It didn't even like no mix, no subtle like come down and come up.
That's
nothing.
so funny.
Bro,
God.
it made me laugh so hard. We'll always love you.
These kung fu movies are crazy fun and mad ridiculous.
Oh, well, this one especially because they're making fun of themselves.
Right.
So
this is also
they add
so
another
ridiculous.
level to it.
Yeah.
But this is a big black people cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you get to experience that, my friend, and dive a little deeper into our world.
Yep. Against my own will, I should mention.
Well, you make me watch anime, and that's your people's world.
That's not really my people. I mean, if you mean nerds, yeah. Yeah.
No, all
anime's pretty mainstream now.
No, all Asians.
No, I don't think so. Definitely
All
not.
Asians are the devil. That's what my mom always said.
Wow, your mom had some issues.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
You met my mom.
Yeah, I didn't know she thought all Asian people were the devil.
Why do you think she was so mean to you at the wedding?
Well, that makes sense. Makes sense now. She's doing the squinty eyes thing to me.
Yeah,
I was like, what
the
is
whole
it?
wedding. Even
Yeah.
while she was getting remarried to my dad, she was like this to you. Ching chong, bing bong, ching chong. And like,
I was like, what? This is
You literally-
highly offensive, but like not to
but
me.
you said this offensive, and then you mentioned like also a couple times like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you noticed. That's towards you.
Yeah, well, I didn't read that. It's very misguided towards me. I'm definitely a different type of Asian, but I guess.
So I guess you just didn't know it was towards you.
Yeah, I guess there's some Asian guy she really hates behind me. And it's very rude to him. Very rude.
Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine. Don't do the squinty eye thing.
Don't you do that, mama.
Yeah.
Did you have fun, bud?
Yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch. I can
Oh
tell.
man, it's a silly goose time, as
Yeah,
Crystalia once would say.
This is a R.I.P. This is.
Rest in pedophilia.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wait, what? Is that a bad joke?
God, I wish that didn't work so well. But yeah, this seems like a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really
and
is.
I can't wait, and I can't wait to see how many times I'll laugh.
Yep. And we'll be back for us tomorrow with another episode, but for
Yeah.
you guys in a couple days.
Yeah, hey, we're going crazy.